Hi, my name's Craig from Premium Timber, and if you're watching this video link then you're having an adjustment problem with your 4-foot French doors. By now we've had a conversation and we've established that the lock is working in an open position but not closed, and that just allows us to know that it's an adjustment problem and not a gearbox failure. Now, before the doors are in this position, obviously you need to take the doors off to fit the frame. You need to make sure that that frame is fitted plumb level and square. I'd certainly stay away from the 2-foot and the 4-foot levels, but make sure the jambs are plumb and level with at least a 6-foot level. Making sure that your frame is square, you can use a tri-square on all right angles. Alternatively, and probably the most accurate procedure, would be to measure your diagonals. So if that diagonal measurement there is equal to that diagonal measurement, then your frame's sort of square. At that point, when it's installed securely, you're going to position your two panels back on the pins. At this point, I want to make you aware of your 3 adjustments on each of the 6 hinges. Your top adjustment, which I would recommend keeping at your factory setting, is to adjust the compression. And what that does, that brings the door in and out from the frame. Your horizontal adjustment is the one in the middle, which adjusts the doors left to right. And your vertical adjustment is the one on the bottom, which obviously makes the door go higher or lower. Once you've established that, you want to make sure your compression caps on the top of the hinges are in position. If they're not in position, then what you'll notice is the door will always self-adjust itself. Those need to be firmly pushed down in position to obviously set that door at that point. You want to close the door and activate the chute bolts. If the chute bolts are stiff, you just need to align the keeps correctly. There's 2 screws, and that will allow you to move the keeps left to right. And obviously when it's at its easiest position, then that's where it should be set. At this point, you want to be closing the master door. The key thing to remember here is the doors need to be level. So in a scenario where the frame's out of square, you'll notice that one door is higher than the other, in which case, for example, if this one was lower, you just adjust it higher on your vertical adjustments to make sure that they're set at the same height. Key thing to remember when you're adjusting the doors horizontally is there needs to be a parallel 8mm gap. If it's, what we get a lot of problems is, it could be a 10 to 12mm gap, and what happens then is the lock mechanisms don't locate into their keeps, and you sort of get a grinding sensation, which obviously doesn't enable you to lock the door. So once the doors are straight and parallel 8mm, your lock will work absolutely fine and resolve your issue.